Are you the one who struggles to accept genuine compliments? Do you know why appreciation sometimes feel uncomfortable? Don't worry at all. Actually, this is a psychological conflict happening inside your brain. In this video, we are going to understand it, and we'll learn how to control it. And once you understand it, you'll start noticing this pattern everywhere. Someone says something nice to you. You did an amazing job. You're really talented. You look great today. And instead of simply saying thank you, you instantly respond with something like, "Oh, it was nothing. I just got lucky. I'm not that good." Why does appreciation sometimes feel uncomfortable? The answer isn't modesty, and it's not politeness either. It's all in your brain. Now let's understand it psychologically. Psychologists studying self-perception, social behavior, and self-worth have discovered something fascinating. The way you react to compliments reveals a lot about how your brain sees you. And for many people, compliments trigger something called cognitive discomfort. Let's break down why this happens. Your brain has something psychologists call a self-concept. It's basically the story your mind believes about who you are. Maybe you see yourself as not that talented, not that attractive, not that successful. These beliefs don't always come from reality. They often come from past experiences, criticism, comparison, or growing up in environments where praise was rare. Over time, your brain builds a stable identity around these ideas. Now here's where the problem begins. When someone gives you a compliment that doesn't match your self-image, your brain experiences a psychological conflict. Imagine believing you're average at something, and someone suddenly tells you you're exceptional. Your mind doesn't automatically update its belief. Instead, it tries to protect the existing identity, so it rejects the compliment. That's why people say things like, "It's not that good. Anyone could do that. It's not a big deal." Your brain is trying to keep your identity consistent. But this is only one part of the story, because there's another psychological reason compliments feel uncomfortable, and it has to do with how you were taught to handle attention. In many cultures and families, people are subtly taught something growing up. Being proud of yourself can be seen as arrogance. You might have heard phrases like, "Don't show off," "Stay humble," "Don't let success get to your head." While humility is valuable, your brain may have absorbed a hidden rule. Accepting praise stacks being arrogant. So now when someone compliments you, your brain immediately tries to distance itself from the praise. You downplay it, deflect it, or redirect the credit somewhere else. It becomes a social reflex, you might say. "It was a team effort. I just got lucky. It wasn't that hard." But here's the interesting part. People who struggle to accept compliments are often the least arrogant people in the room. They're usually thoughtful, self-aware, and cautious about how others perceive them. So the brain overcorrects. It rejects praise to avoid the risk of appearing too confident. But there's one final psychological factor that makes compliments feel especially uncomfortable, and it might be the most powerful one of all. By the way, if you enjoy exploring the hidden psychology behind everyday behaviors like this, consider liking the video. It helps the channel reach more people interested in understanding how the mind works. Now, let's talk about the third reason. Compliments do something interesting psychologically. They bring attention directly to you, and attention can feel vulnerable. When someone praises your ability, appearance, or personality, your brain becomes aware that people are evaluating you, and with evaluation comes pressure. If someone says you're amazing at something, your mind may quietly think, "What if I can't live up to that next time? What if they expect more from me now? What if they realize I'm not actually that good?" Psychologists call this imposter discomfort. Instead of enjoying the compliment, your brain focuses on the risk of future expectations. So rejecting the compliment becomes a defense mechanism. It lowers the pressure. If you say, "Oh, it wasn't that good," then you've lowered the expectation. Your brain feels safer. But here's the truth most people never realize. Accepting a compliment doesn't create pressure. It simply acknowledges someone's positive perception of you. And learning to accept appreciation isn't arrogance, it's emotional balance. So if you struggle to accept compliments, remember this. Your reaction isn't random. It often comes from 3 psychological patterns: a self-image that rejects praise, a learned fear of appearing arrogant, and a desire to avoid vulnerability or expectations. Once you become aware of these patterns, something interesting happens. The next time someone gives you a compliment, instead of rejecting it, you'll recognize the psychological reflex, and you might simply say, "Thank you." If you enjoy content that reveals the hidden psychology behind everyday human behavior, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because once you start understanding how your mind actually works, you begin seeing patterns in people, relationships, and emotions that most people completely miss. And those insights can change the way you see the world.